continue with your testimony, you are under cross-examination by the counsel for the respondent.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Nakakain na po kayo, ma'am?
Opo, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Attorney Christine, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed, ma'am, with the continuation of your cross-examination.
Your Honor, can I have a few manifestations, Your Honor? Please.
A few minutes of?
Few manifestations lang po, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. You may do so.
Actually, Your Honor, we would like to ask this court to not allow side comments like I was about to spank her, I was about to lecture her, kasi yung mga ganun ho, Your Honor. Wala ho yung lugar dito sa courtroom. Because we are all lawyers here, we are all professionals. Igalang naman ho natin yung kapwa natin na lawyer. Halimbawa, at kagaya nito, mas matanda ho sa akin si Attorney Kapunan. Maybe she has more years of experience. She has 48 years, I have 15. We should learn to respect each other and refrain from making side comments, so Your Honor. And that was captured by the media po. So that is our request, Your Honor, to just remind the counsel not to make those kinds of remarks. Thank you.
Attorney Kapunan already, although you are correct, it was already heard since we're on TV. Attorney Kapunan withdrew that statement earlier, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Your Honor. And in fact, I hope it was also part of the records that I promised to behave.
Thank you po.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you to both parties. So can you continue, Attorney Christine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kindly do so, ma'am. You may proceed when you're ready. But, Ms. Eileen, kindly answer the cross-examination questions of Attorney Christine.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So, okay. Hello, Celine.
Good afternoon po.
Okay, I hope you're fine. Okay,
Apo.
okay ka pa naman, no? So, let's go to the liquidation of confidential funds. That is under section 6.2.3 of the JC.
Pwede pong...
Yes, I will ask my counsel to give you a copy of the JC. Please.
Assisting counsel may approach. Assisting counsel for the prosecutors may likewise approach to view the document.
Kindly peruse the JC under 6.2.3.
Opo.
Okay. Under that provision, that provision enumerates the liquidation documents that should be submitted to the ICFAO, right?
Opo. Tama
Okay.
po.
First is liquidation report, correct?
Opo.
Next, certified copy of the check and paid DV or disbursement voucher of the cash advance drawn for the CF being liquidated, signed and or approved by the head of office with certification by the agency accountant, stamped and printed on the DV. Is that correct?
Opo. Tama po.
Okay. And number 3, documentary evidence of payments and certification from the HOA. And there is a format for that under Annex B of the JC, correct?
Opo. Tama po.
Then physical and financial plan.
Opo.
Okay.
Tama po.
And then certified copy of accomplishment report and its proof of submission to the Office of the President, the Senate, President, and House Speaker. Is that correct?
Opo. Tama po.
Okay. And then copy of the transmittal letter of the DV and supporting documents pertaining to the cash advance being liquidated. Tapos yan ay may receiving copy ng COA audit team leader.
Opo. Tama po.
Okay. So, lahat naman ho yan, no, based sa inyong audit, na-submit ho yan ng Office of the Vice President for the fourth quarter of 2022 as well as the first to third quarters of 2023.
Opo.
Okay. Nasubmit din ho yan when it comes to the liquidation of confidential funds of the DepEd for the first to third quarter of 2023.
Opo, tama.
Okay, thank you po. So, precisely nga, yun nga yung nag-come up ho kayo ng audit findings ninyo in the form of the notices of disallowance.
Opo, doon na po ako pumasok sa notices of disallowance.
Okay, so, can we go back to the second ND? Ralph, can you please give a copy to the witness? That is dated March 1, 2026.
31.
31, Your Honor. I stand corrected. March 31, 2026. Okay, do you have that copy already? Let's go to paragraph 2. Celine? Paragraph 2, it says there, based on the results of our evaluation, with due consideration to subsequent information given under oath during the hearings of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability of the House of Representatives, the amount of 375 million is hereby disallowed in audit. Nakita niyo ba yan?
Opo, tama po.
So, I'm just curious, Celine, isn't it that the audit of confidential expenses be based on the liquidation documents submitted by the agency?
Pwede din po kaming mag-rely sa available information po.
Mag-rely sa available information.
Yes po. And yung information po na ito is galing dun sa Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability.
Yes, I just cited that. I'll propound questions later. But nakalagay ho ba sa JC na pwede kayong mag-rely specifically dun sa committee hearing na ginawa ng CGGPA, na Committee on Good Governance and Public Accountability?
Pwede po siyang pumasok dun sa 6.2.3.7 na other supporting documents or necessary for the audit. Dun po siya papasok.
Dun siya papasok.
Opo.
Sa other supporting documents.
Opo, kasi parang additional information po.
Okay. But isn't that a hearing? Na wala namang, ano ba yung documents na nanggagaling doon from... Anyway, I'll withdraw my question. Pero, naalala mo yung nag-testify dito si Wamil? Si auditor, co-auditor Wamil? Naalala mo yun? The day before you testified.
Opo, nag-testify po siya. Pero ano pong...
Okay. I'm about to ask you a question. So, nung August 5, 2026, nag-testify si Attorney Wamil, and he was asked by the good Senator Erwin Tulfo, okay, and the good Senator said, nasa ano po yan journal, but I'm saying every agency na meron pong intel or confidential fund, do they have to undergo audit periodically or random lang? Dahil marami po tayong ahensya ng gobyerno na may intelligence confidential fund na hindi naman dapat. And Attorney Wamil said, ang audit po namin ay based dun sa liquidation documents na sinubmit po nila. So, would you agree with me that the TSNs that form part of the CGGPA hearings were not part of the liquidation documents that were submitted by the OVP?
Hindi po siya naging part ng submission, pero...
Okay lang. Okay, I have to, okay na yun, no? You can answer me with yes or no, no? So, hindi ho part yon sa liquidation documents ng OVP.
Your Honor, this question is misleading. This witness never testified that it is part of the submissions or documents submitted by the OVP or DepEd by way of liquidation of confidential funds.
I
She
think
never
counsel
testified
I think
that.
counsel is quoting paragraph 2 of the notice of disqualification that they took into account.
The
Based
testi-
on the results with due consideration, they took into consideration the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability report. Witness may answer.
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
Pwede pong pakiulit yung tanong.
Sige, agree ho ba kayo na yung mga transcript of stenographic notes doon sa CGGPA hearing, Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, hindi po kasama doon sa liquidation documents na sinubmit po ng OVP, Office of the Vice President?
Hindi po kasama sa submission.
Okay, salamat po. Hindi din po kasama doon sa sinubmit na liquidation documents po ng DepEd.
Hindi din po.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the notice of disallowance, please. Okay, can we go to the opening statement? Yung we have audited the submitted liquidation reports. Nakita niyo ho yan?
Opo.
Okay, so that opening statement says, we have audited the submitted liquidation reports and its supporting documents for the cash advances of confidential fund of the OVP for the period February 6 to 30 of the calendar year 2023 as detailed below. I am reading it right?
Opo.
Okay. So, okay. Based dito, no? Dito nga, no? Yung audit ninyo are based lang dun sa submitted documents.
Opo. Based po
Okay.
dun sa submitted
Thank
documents.
you. Now, dun po tayo sa ND, no? May nakalagay, you can go over ho, no? May nakalagay ho ba na word yan na misuse of funds? Ground po ba yun ng disallowance? If you go over the ND?
Wala po dito yung word na misuse. Pero during
I'll ask you later, no? If I have questions on that. Not. Okay, thank you. So wala ho doon, no? How about the word corruption? Mayroon ho ba?
based po dito sa wordings ng ND, walang nakalagay
Wala.
po.
Okay. How about misappropriation? May nakalagay ho ba dyan?
Yung mismong word po na yun, wala rito. Pero Mr.
Okay.
Presiding,
Your Honor, please.
Yun lang ho yung tanong ko.
Your
Kindly
Honor,
just answer the
Presiding.
question, Ms. Eileen, so that we can move forward faster. Kung ano lang po yung tanong?
okay po. Thank you.
Opposing counsel will have her chance at redirect.
Okay. So, dun tayo sa acknowledgement receipts, no? Earlier, you testified that you reviewed the acknowledgement receipts, okay, which form part of the liquidation documents ng OVP at saka ng DepEd.
Opo, tama.
In fact, nag-come up kayo nung summary.
Yes po, during my evaluation, tinabulate ko po yung acknowledgement receipts.
Okay, and you have reviewed 1,823 ARs for the OVP. Tama ba yung number na yon?
Ang pagkakatanda ko po is hindi ko makakuha yung total pero,
Pero more or less
519 sa first, 530 and 774 sa third quarter.
The court will confirm 1,823 as manifested by the counsel for the panel of prosecutors.
Okay, and for the DepEd, it's 1,824.
Opo, tama po.
Okay, for a total of 3,647 ARs.
Yes po, for the
Okay.
for the 2023 po ng both
Yes, that's-
OVP and DepEd.
That is I'm about to ask that, no? That pertains to the first 3 quarters of those 2 agencies. Correct?
Opo, tama po.
Now, of course, in identifying the ARs kahapon, no, you provided schedules.
Yung tabulation
Okay.
ko po.
We will be showing the schedules, Your Honor, to the witness.
When you say schedule, counsel, you mean
The
dates?
the summaries, Your Honor, that they provided to us yesterday.
With the dates.
They're not scheduled, Your
Or
Honor.
summaries. I stand corrected.
They're
Tables and summaries.
tabulations, Your Honor.
Yes,
Yeah.
There are
tables and
two,
summaries.
just to clarify, Honorable Presiding
Yes, Attorney
Judge,
Kapunan.
the documents presented by this witness are of 2 natures. One is a tabulation, which is marked, and the other is a summary. The summary of the tabulation, Your Honor.
Marked as
Separately
-1.
marked, Your Honor. -1, -2, -1, Your Honor. So what is counsel referring to?
Hello.
The summary, the tabulation? or
I
the
will be
tabulation?
confronting the witness, Attorney
tabulation,
Capone.
I guess.
Yes.
Proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. So you have identified this in open court, this summary and tabulations. Okay, for the first quarter, that's February 1 to March 30, 2023. Okay. Can you peruse this? This was marked as Exhibit P-1-33 of the prosecution.
So that's the tabulation for the first quarter.
Is that the tabulation that you made for the first quarter of 2023?
Opo, ito po yung tabulation for the first quarter of 2023 ng DepEd.
Okay, thank you. So, in this tabulation, you provided the date, the document, the particulars, and the amount.
Opo,
Tama.
tama po.
But you did not provide the place of payment.
Wala pong, ang nilagay ko lang po hanggang dyan.
Hanggang dito lang.
Opo.
Okay. Importante ba yung place of payment sa findings ng COA ICFAO?
Hindi po namin isinama yun sa findings po namin.
Okay, hindi na nyo isinama sa findings ninyo such that kung may disbursements on the same date and they occurred in different places, hindi na covered yun ng findings ng COA ICFAO.
Because we presume regularity po dahil dun sa certification na certification under oath ng SDO that it was for confidential operations, it is necessary and for legal purposes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm showing you another set of do you call this summary or schedule?
Table.
Tabulation.
Okay, tabulation. This was marked as your Exhibit P-1-32.
Opo, tama po.
This tabulation pertains to you're the one who
This is kwan po, for OBP for the third quarter of 2023 po.
Okay. Hindi rin nakalagay yung lugar na place of payment in each of the tabulations that you made.
Yung mga acknowledgement receipts po kasi sa OBP, walang nakalagay na address.
Hindi, I'm asking you.
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Hindi, I'm asking her, Your Honor.
That's the
I'm
answer.
confirming na wala ditong nakalagay na place of payment.
Opo, wala po. Wala po
Okay,
sa
walang nakalagay.
OBP.
Okay, thank you. And, sorry, I'll go back to this document, no? Wala din siyang perma at pangalan mo.
Kasi po, working paper ko lang po. Yun.
Working paper mo to. Okay? Wala din siyang title, heading.
Opo, hindi na po nailagay dito
Hindi
sa
na
part na to.
nailagay. Hindi ka nalilito.
Kasi po yung dates po is pertaining to the
Okay.
third quarter.
Alright. Wala ding perma. No? Kasi nga working paper mo.
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Ask and
These are
answer.
working
Your
papers,
Honor.
no signature needed.
Asked and
Yeah.
answered. Move on, counsel.
Your Honor, please, the lawyer counsel
Ask and answer.
is answering for the witness. I was asking for the signature.
Your Honor, please.
Attorney Lorna, it's okay. Asked and answered, counsel. Move on. She already answered that it's her working
Okay.
paper and therefore
I'll
did
move
not sign
on.
it.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course, eto rin, no? This one is schedule P-1-34. Kasi hindi ko ma-identify kung anong schedule ho yan. Sabi
Again,
ko.
Your Honor.
Yung
It
may
is a summary.
mga nakalagay po na counterinsurgency, abuse prevention and control within schools, anti-illegal operations, at anti-extremism, it's for the Department of Education.
Okay. Pero, okay, of course, it did not say the Department of
Speak to the
Education.
Opo, pero yun po yung
Okay, yun. Okay.
pinapertain niya.
Sige. And then, etong P-1-35, ano ho ito? Kasi nakalagay ho, counter-insurgency programs, July 12 to 30, September 30, 2023.
Ito po is for the Department of Education for the third quarter po ng 2023.
Okay. So, hindi nakalagay yung Department of Education
Opo.
dito. Okay. Kasi nga working paper mo lang.
Opo.
Okay. Ito namang sa OVP, April 25 to June 30, 2023, date of receipt of check dash April 24, 2023. Now, by reading it, I don't seem to understand what this means. No, so, ano ho to?
Ito po yung summary nung tabulation ko ng Office of the Vice President Acknowledgement Receipt for the period April 25 to June 30, 2023. Dito po kasi kaya ito naka-open and close parenthesis na date of check April 24 kasi ito po yung pagbebasean ko kasi yung sa circular po bawal ang reimbursement. So, guide ko po siya.
Okay, sige, thank you. So anyway, you made the caption this way kasi nga working paper mo lang. Ikaw, naiintindihan mo naman siya.
Opo, tama po.
Okay, no? Wala ding lugar yung place of payment na nilagay mo dito.
Opo, wala din po dyan. Tsaka wala rin pong nakalagay sa mismong acknowledgement.
Hindi, ang dami nito, no? So, I'm asking, etong mismong sa schedule na to, walang nakalagay na lugar.
Your Honor, please, if I may.
Yes, Counsel.
Your Honor, please, I think this witness already answered and was stopped mid-sentence. She said, walang nakalagay na lugar kasi wala naman nakalagay na lugar sa dokumentong sinubmit ng...
Only for that particular one, Counsel.
Yes, Your
Not
Honor.
for all. But I think I saw the documents, Counsel. All of the tabulations of the witness, Eileen, for all the quarters in 2023, for both DepEd and OVP, does not contain either names nor places in the
Yes.
acknowledgement receipt. Correct, Ma'am
Yes.
Celine?
Opo, wala pong nakalagay dun sa mismong
It only
tabulation ko.
contains the date, the activity, and the amount.
Yes po, tsaka yung kung ano yung document, acknowledgement receipt.
Yes, kung the nature of the document. But
Opo.
again, no name, whether it's an alias or a real name, and no address.
Opo, tama po.
Okay.
I'll continue, Your Honor, at the podium. So, okay, I'll continue my questions with my questions. Now, the ICFAO confines its audit on the face of the acknowledgement receipts, correct?
Yes po.
Okay. Whether, that is to determine whether the AR support the disbursements under audit. Tama
Yes po, ang chine-check po namin is yung acknowledgement receipt, sinusuportahan ba niya yung activities sa accomplishment report?
Okay. Okay. In fact, no, si Attorney Wamil, if you know, he confirmed on August 3, 2026 hearing that the ICFAO does not verify the identities of the payees reflected in the ARs. Are you aware of that?
We base po on the face of the document po.
Okay. In fact, no, when he was asked by the good Senator Erwin Tulfo on August 5, okay, about aliases, this is what he said, Attorney Wamil. This can be found in the journal. So, Senator Erwin Tulfo, so if this is not allowed or prohibited, I mean, bakit nang i-audit po ninyo ang Confidential Intelligence Fund po ng OVP? Hindi nyo hiningi ang tunay na pagkakakilanlan ni Piatos, McDonald's, Mickey Mouse at iba pa? At ang sagot po ni Attorney Wamil, ang katulad nga po nung sinabi ko sa aking previous testimony, ang focus po ng audit namin ay compliance audit. So kung ano po yung provision ng circular, yun lang po yung ginagawa naming basis ng audit.
Yes
You
po.
confirm that? Okay.
Is there a question here?
It was
Is there a
asked and the
question?
witness answered, counsel. Proceed, Attorney
Asked
Christie.
and answered already. Thank you. So, your audit is based on the provisions of the JC.
Asked
And-
and answered, Your Honor.
Okay. Compliance with the provisions of the JC. Correct?
Likewise, asked and answered,
Asked and
Your
answered,
Honor.
counsel.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so as correctly said by Mr. Wamil, okay, the JC does not mandate that you conduct the identities of the payees reflected in the AR. Do you confirm that?
Pwede pong pakiulit.
Okay, gaya ng sinabi ni Attorney Wamil, no, you do not conduct a verification of the identities of the payees reflected in the AR.
Opo, hindi po.
Okay. Kasi po, kung gagawin nyo yan, no, you will be compelled to go out there and no, search for the 3,647 payees reflected in the ARs, correct?
Can I clarify po kung naging statement din po yun ni
Okay.
Mr.
Kasi kung i-require ho kayo ng, tapos na, nasagot mo na yung statement kanina. Kaya ang next question, kasi ho, kung i-require ho kayo ng JC na isa-isa hong titingnan or i-verify yung identities ng mga payees, recipients po ng AR, no? Lalabas ho kayo doon, you will search for the 3,647 payees reflected in the AR.
Your Honor, please.
Di ba?
Yes, counsel.
Objection, this is speculative.
If the witness knows, Musailin, bakit hindi nyo inaalam kung sino yung mga totoong pagkakakilanlan ng mga tao nakalagay sa AR?
Wala sa
Because po, what we do is compliance audit po. We base our audit sa documents lang po.
Okay, okay, I will
Okay.
follow on that, Your Honor. Precisely, you did not verify the identities of the 3,600 payees that were reflected in the ARs that you audited.
Ask and answered, Your Honor.
Hindi pa po, Your Honor. Hindi pa po.
Actually, counsel asked and answered. She said earlier that
Based on documents, Your Honor.
they presume the regularity. I think that was the answer to that question. They presume the regularity of the documents submitted to them.
Okay, I will accept that, Your Honor. I was actually just adding the number of payees, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Yes.
Please proceed, counsel.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. So, punta ko tayo ulit sa JC. May format ho ba yung JC kung ano dapat yung acknowledgement receipts?
Ang nakalagay lang po sa joint circular is documents evidencing payments.
No. Ito po yung tanong ko, no? May format po ba yung joint circular kung ano dapat yung itsura po ng acknowledgement receipts?
Wala pong format yung acknowledgement receipts sa joint circular.
Okay, thank you. So therefore, no, kasi wala hong format yung joint circular, pwede hong gumawa, may discretion ho yung agency kung ano po dapat yung nakalagay doon sa acknowledgement receipt nila.
Yung basta po makita namin sa dokumento yung proof of payment dun sa recipients po. Yun po
Okay.
yung i-check namin.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the names that were in the ARs. So, sabi ho ni Attorney Wamil nung August 5, 2026 hearing, sabi ho niya, the use of aliases is neither allowed nor prohibited in the ARs. Now, the use of aliases in the ARs. Are you aware of that?
Kasi po silent po ang joint circular sa alias po.
Okay, thank you. In fact, no, kung nakinig ka ho or nakita mo ho sa TV, sinabi ho ng ating good Senator Bam Aquino, nung August 5, sabi ho niya, okay, dito naman sa tumanggap, allowed ba yung code names? Allowed ba yung alias sa inyo? Ang sabi ho ni Attorney Wamil, based on the provision, it is neither allowed nor prohibited since silent po yung joint circular.
Opo, silent po ang joint circular.
Okay. Now, do you confirm that the JC does not have a provision on names or aliases?
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, please, excuse me.
Yes, Counsel. Attorney Gabonon.
Precisely this witness asked if aliases are allowed. She said it is neither allowed nor disallowed. So it is silent, Your Honor. Now she's asking the same question in another fashion.
I'll let it go this time for emphasis, Counsel. But move on to your next point after that, Attorney Christine.
Yes, Your Honor. Do you confirm that the JC does not have provision on names or aliases? Kasi yung kanina silent ho yung sinabi. No, so wala ho, walang provision on names or aliases.
Wala pong nakalagay sa joint circular as to the alias po.
Okay. So, and this is precisely why the ICFA has no findings on the alleged use of names or aliases.
Opo, ang mahalaga po kasi is naibigay talaga ito sa totoong tao na for allowable confidential expenses.
Ang tanong ko ho, wala hong findings si ICFA on the names, on the use of fictitious names or aliases. Nasa notices of disallowance po ba yun?
Wala pong nakalagay sa
Wala.
notice of disallowance.
Okay. So, I am showing you the first ND. That's the August 2024 notice of disallowance. Just a run through, Your Honor. Okay. May hawak na po kayo ngayon.
Opo,
Okay. Nakikita niyo ba ho yung name dyan na Mary Grace Piatos?
wala po.
How about Renan Piatos?
Wala din po.
Andy C. Lim?
Wala po.
Patty Ting?
Wala po.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's go to the second notice of disallowance. Kindly flash that. That's dated March 31, 2026. Okay. During your direct examination, the good counsel flashed on the screen sample ARs showing the following names. Does she have a copy of the second ND? Now, I will ask you if the following names are in the second notice of disallowance. That's dated March 31, 2026. Pia Piatos Lim. Meron ba dyan?
Wala po.
Ralph Josh Bacon.
Wala din po.
Ann Ongpauco.
Wala po.
Diane Maple Lapid.
Wala din po.
Miggy Mayo.
Wala po.
Kokoy Villamin.
Wala po.
Denise Tanya Escudero.
Wala po sa notice of disallowance.
Christine Applegate Estrada.
Wala din po.
Okay. Okay, so wala ho kayong findings doon. Gaya ng sinabi niyo kanina. Okay. So, may tanong ho ako sa inyo, no? Kung yung pangalan ho ba, okay. If the name appears to be funny, does that automatically mean that the name is fictitious? Kasi nga, may mga flash po na ARs dito.
Your Honor, please, the question is misleading. The point of flashing these acknowledgement receipts were not the names. The names were incidental, that the names were funny or fruit salady or names of congressmen or senators, Your Honor, is immaterial. They were flashed because of the manner by which the funds were used.
Your
For
Honor.
medicines, Your Honor.
Counsel,
Counsel explaining.
Attorney
again.
Gabonon, you have to admit you had fun. You had fun with the names
We had
too
so
when
much
you were
fun,
using
Your
it.
Honor, but the-
Exactly. So
That's
let her cross the witness based on those and
Please, Attorney
utilize it
Gabonon.
as well.
Yeah. Oh, so ayun po, no, kung nakakatawa ho ba yung pangalan, automatic fictitious na yon.
Your Honor, again,
Yes, counsel.
Just for the record, fictitious is her own conclusion. We have made no such conclusion as regards to the name, except perhaps that they are funny.
Your Honor,
Well, counsel, actually, that's not entirely accurate because in the complaint, you did allude to the fact that some of the names are fictitious based on the PSA documents that you attached as an annex to the complaint. Although you're not yet there, you haven't gotten there yet. Please continue, Attorney Christine.
yes.
Attorney Gaburan, give her share of fun with the names. I mean,
May I be allowed, Your Honor, to sit down while she's having fun?
yes,
here?
yes, Attorney Gaburan, you may do so. Attorney Christine, please proceed.
Okay, I will continue my question, Your Honor. No, if a name appears to be funny, does it mean it's fictitious?
Hindi ko po siya masasagot kasi
Hindi mo siya masasagot, meaning,
hindi ko na wala po namang yung base yung sa name po kasi hindi ko masasagot kung
totoo o hindi.
oo, opo,
Okay.
tama.
So, in short, hindi mo masasabi na porket nakakatawa yung pangalan, peke na yon. Yun ba yung sinasabi ninyo?
Parang hindi po ako makakasagot dun sa tanong na ganun.
Okay, basta walang findings na ganun, no?
To clarify, let me help you a bit, Attorney Christine. Wala kayong binanggit tungkol sa mga pangalang nakakatuwa o nakakatawa sa dalawang notice of disallowance, Eileen. Wala, di ba?
Wala po.
Wala rin sa anumang AOM binanggit yon, di ba?
Wala din po.
Kahit yung mga lugar kung saan binayaran, wala kayong binanggit sa AOM o sa notice of disallowance man.
Opo, wala po.
Okay, thank you. Please proceed,
Yes.
Attorney Christine.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. So, now let's go to the CGGPA hearings. Okay. Nandun ka ho nung September 18, 2024 na hearing sa CGGPA.
Nag-attend po ako ng mga meetings pero hindi ko na po matandaan yung exact date.
Okay. Ito yung nandun si Attorney Camora. Hindi niyo matandaan.
Hindi ko nag-attend po pero hindi ko na matandaan yung exact date po.
Okay. So, in that hearing, now, are you aware that she was asked by Representative Swansing about the grounds for disallowance under the second notice of disallowance? Did you know that?
Your Honor,
Pwede
please.
po bang
Excuse me.
Yes, we will flash the TSN. Don't worry, counsel.
It's okay if you
This-
don't recall, Jean. Silene.
hindi ko na po maalala yung exact na
May we
nangyari.
just be clarified? Is counsel referring to a September?
September 18, 2024 hearing.
Of
Okay,
the Committee
okay,
on
let's go.
Good
Let's
Governance.
flash page 29 of the TSN. On that hearing, pages 29 and 30. Please, Tech. Okay na ho? Okay, so in that hearing, no, Attorney Camora said, yes, good morning, Madam Chair. As to the 2022 notice of disallowance, no, there were 3. Kasi nga tinanong siya kung ano yung grounds, no. Then the chairperson, sabi, ma'am, pakilakasan po yung boses ninyo, hindi marinig. Ms. Camora, okay, there were 3 items that are part of the notice of disallowance. The first one is non-submission of documents on the payment of rewards. The second one is charging some items that are not compliant under the rules, joint circular. And the third one is non-submission of the revised accomplishment report on the OVP to the 3 regulatory offices, which are the Office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Because they submitted the original one and they made an amendment. And then Representative Swansing said, Mr. Chair, if COA, and then the chairperson said, please proceed, Congresswoman Swansing. Representative Swansing, may I please be enlightened to explain to us, because it seems a little bit technical as to how it was explained by COA, kung pwede hong maipaliwanag sa atin in non-technical terms as to the grounds for disallowance. Okay. Chairperson, COA, pakisimplify, please explain it in layman's term. Ms. Camora, yes, basically, the disallowance are because hindi po nag-submit ng required documents under the joint circular. Do you confirm that?
Yes po, based po sa
Okay, na
document.
sinabi niya yan.
Opo.
Okay. So, okay. Let's go to the April 14, 2026 hearing sa COJ, Committee on Justice. Nandun ho kayo?
Opo. Pero hindi ko na rin po gaano maalala
Mhm.
yung
Sige, okay lang.
specifics.
No? We will flash the TSN, the relevant TSN for that. No? Yes, we are referring to page 194 of the COJ TSN dated April 14, 2026. Kindly flash it on the screen. 194. Okay. Okay. So, in that hearing, Representative De Lima asked Attorney Camora, no, if there's anything in the COA decision dated April 10, 2026, stating that the alleged misuse of funds, stating the alleged misuse of funds. Okay, just to lay the basis, no? Dito sa hearing na to, tinanong ho si Attorney Camora na kung may decision na ba ho yung COA doon sa appeal ni respondent. Tama ho? Maalala nyo lang.
Yun po ba yung sa...
April 14 na hearing.
pero pertaining po ito dun sa fourth quarter 2022 ng OPP.
Yes, sakto po.
Opo.
Okay, so tinanong siya, no? Sinabi niya may decision na nga dated April 10. And then Representative De Lima propounded some questions which are found on page 194 of the TSN. So sabi ho ni Representative De Lima, meron din hubang nakasabi, although I know nasabi nga po, nilinaw po ng ating chair na let's wait for the copy. Yung talagang official copy of the decision. Although you have it already, but we want really yung pinaka-official in the sense na nandyan yung hard copy. Attorney Camora said, opo. Representative De Lima, ay natatandaan niyo ho ba kung yung decision na yan ay may nakasabi doon na mali talaga yung paggamit ng mga confidential fund sa OVP at hindi alinsunod sa circular, sa joint circular? Ms. Camora said, Madam Chair, it's sandali lang po ulit. Then Representative De Lima, hindi sa mga tamang gamit ng confidential funds as prescribed under the joint circular. And then Ms. Camora said, nakalagay po in this case, the accomplishment report on the utilization of confidential and intelligence funds, the DEPs and the certification submitted failed to comply with the guidelines and conditions set forth under the joint circular po.
Your Honor, please, if I may
Yes.
interject at this
What
moment.
is
Your
the
Honor.
interjection of Attorney Kapunan?
Your Honor, please, counsel is reading from transcripts. She is reading from transcripts which are, we have judicial notice of this transcripts, Your Honor. But she is reading statements of other people and asking this witness about statements of Hamora, about statements of other people, Your Honor, just by her being present there, Your Honor. Now, if that is their intention, then they should present that witness here. Because that witness can testify on her personal knowledge. You are asking this witness who was just there, she can state that a meeting actually occurred, that she was there. But if you are going to ask her to confirm, for what purpose, Your Honor? These transcripts will show the presence of Hamora. It will show her presence.
I'd like to thank Attorney Kapunan. You did not make an objection, but I would have sustained it. Attorney Christine, counsel for respondent, this was one of the warnings of the presiding officer at that time directed at the prosecution, actually, when they asked for the court to take judicial notice of it, not to use the transcripts to read into the record certain things that is not being testified to by a witness that has personal knowledge over it. If you recall our interjections in relation to the Las Cañas affidavit, this is similar to that. So unless you are referring to the witness herself who testified there, kindly present the witness that you are reading the statements of, because this is only as to tenor, as to the fact that Camora said this. you can confront the witness through another way without reading certain statements made, because the opposing counsel might just do this to you at some point, which I will also not allow. To be fair.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor, but
Thank
The
you,
wit-
Your Honor.
but the witness already confirmed that she was at the hearing. I'm just asking if she remembers that these statements
It's a
being made.
It's a way and technique, counsel.
Well, anyway, Your Honor, we
Attorney
will,
Gapunan might just do that
Yes, we will
with the
just
transcripts
ask.
at some
No, Your
point, which I
Honor,
also will not allow. So
we will just ask the question at the right time, Your Honor.
kindly do so at the right
At the
time and with the right
time,
witness,
Your
counsel.
Honor, please, at the right time and to the right witness.
Yes.
This is not the right witness, Your
Just
Honor.
just as the presiding officer stated. Move on, Attorney Christine.
Okay. Okay, punta ho tayo sa time frame ng expenditures. Okay. Nakalagay ho ba sa JC na may minimum number of days na dapat i-utilize po yung confidential funds?
Meron pong nakalagay sa joint circular. Hanapin ko lang po dito. Dun po sa item 6.1.5 that cash advances shall be limited to the requirements for 3 months. Tapos, yun po, the disbursement voucher. Dun po nasa
Okay.
6.1.5.
Sige, salamat po. No, you're referring to the cash that is being provided by the agency, which should be limited only for 3 months, tama?
Opo, tama.
Pero ho, nakalagay ho ba sa JC na sa loob ng 3 months na yan, dapat i-utilize nyo, let's say within, dapat i-utilize nyo ng hindi iiksi ng 10 araw. Dapat merong at least 30 days na utilization. May ganun ho ba?
Wala pong nakaspecify
Okay, walang
sa joint
nakaspecify
circular.
doon. Now, in fact, the determination of time and speed of utilization is outside the scope of the COA-ICFAO audit, correct?
Pwede pong
No.
paulit?
Okay. Kung gaano kabilis ginastos yung pera, hindi na usakop yun ng audit ng ICFAO.
Your Honor, please, what does counsel mean by gaano kabilis?
Let me do it. Let me do it, counsel. Is the fact that the respondent spent the last quarter confidential funds in 11 days found in any of your AOMs or notices of disallowance?
Nabanggit lang po siya doon sa AOM na binanggit po doon na it was spent in 11 days.
Pero walang finding in relation to it violating the memorandum circular
Wala po, nakalagay lang po na statement na it was used for 11 days.
as a statement of fact.
Opo.
Okay. Move on, counsel.
Okay. Thank you. Napunta naman tayo dun sa DepEd. Okay. For the first to third quarters of 2023.
Opo.
Okay. So, with respect to the DepEd confidential funds, no, nasabi nyo rin kahapon na may credit notice na number 2024-162 dated August 8, 2024. Tama?
Opo.
Okay, yung amount nun ay 75 million pesos.
Opo, for the 2 quarters.
Okay. And and the credit notice was signed by the chairperson Gamaliel Cordoba.
Opo, tama po.
Okay. So, the issuance of credit notice means that the confidential expenses totaling 75 million were already allowed in audit, correct?
Opo, base po. Nung
Based dun
na-issue po
sa
yan.
credit notice. Okay. So, bale, yung findings ho ni Attorney Wamil, okay, balik ko tayo dun sa AOM number 2024-015, paki-flash ho ulit. Yung AOM number 2024-015, dated February 1, okay, covering the first and second quarter of 2023, binaliwala na ho yun ng COA.
Hindi po sa binaliwala, pero nung in-evaluate po namin yung kanilang response, na-comply po yung requirements ng joint
Yun nga.
circular.
Kinancel na yon. kumbaga, hindi na inadapt ni COA yon, yung findings na yon.
Opo, kasi nga during the evaluation, na-comply na yung mga issues raised sa AOM.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, can we go to page 3 of the AOM? No, yung page 3 kasi, nakalagay doon yung mga accomplishment reports. No, we have observed that there was a lengthy direct examination here on the part of Attorney Wamil, no? So ito lahat ng nakalagay sa accomplishment reports, no? Itong counterinsurgency program, abuse prevention and control within the schools, anti-illegal activities operations, anti-extremism terrorist programs, all of the amounts spent here were already allowed in audit.
Opo, tama.
Okay, thank you. Okay. As to the third quarter naman, pending pa yung AOM, di ba po?
Opo, under evaluation and review pa po yung response.
Okay. So wala pang notice of disallowance.
Wala pa po kaming nilalabas na any...
Walang notice of suspension, of course.
Wala pa po.
Okay. Okay. Nung direct examination ho ni Attorney Wamil nung August 4, no? I don't know kung you were here, no? He was asked about internal controls of the OVP and DepEd. At sinabi po niya, no, based, which I quote, no, I will not ask the witness if she heard it, Your Honor. That's my caveat.
Your Honor, please, again, before counsel proceeds with this line of questioning, there is only one witness here, Your Honor. There are not two. Attorney Wamil is not here. They had the opportunity to ask these questions from Attorney Wamil. Now, to ask these questions from this witness about what Attorney Wamil said, Your Honor, I think I was going to say, but I'll say it anyway, it's an absolute waste of time of this honorable court, Your Honor. To ask these questions, to ask this witness to confirm, did you hear what Attorney
No, I will
Wamil
not
say?
ask that
Did you see what he said on TV? Your Honor, please, you can ask this question directly from this witness, unless you want to call Attorney Wamil again to the witness stand and ask questions you did not ask before. Your Honor.
Your Honor, please.
Counsel, the presiding officer will allow it because it's part of cross to try to test the credibility of the witness in relation to statements made by a co-worker, or at least a co-worker still, who turned over documents to her pertaining to the OVP and the DepEd. Kindly proceed with your question because I'm sure the witness will ask you to repeat your question again anyway. Attorney
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Actually, at the good counsel, Attorney Kapunan, is preempting my question. Wala pa nga ho akong question.
Kindly
At sinabi
answer
ko
question.
hindi dahil narinig niya yun o hindi. Hindi yun yung question ko, no? So, in that, on August 4, no, tinanong si Attorney Wamil about his opinion on the internal controls of the DepEd and the Vice President. Okay, ito yung sinabi ni Attorney Kapunan. Nakita ba natin sa mga dokumento na sinubmit ng Vice President at ng Secretary of DepEd, nakita ba natin yung mga internal controls? Sabi ni Attorney Wamil, opo. Since based on the documents po, may deficiencies pa na noted. No? So it can be inferred, sabi niya, na hindi strong yung kanilang internal control. Now, does the COA-ICFAO evaluate the internal control of an agency?
Yung sa internal control po ng agency, nasa responsibility po kasi ng head of agency to institute internal control po.
Okay, so in short, anong sagot ninyo doon? Yes or no po? Kasakop ba ng audit ng COA-ICFAO yung evaluation ng internal control ng OVP?
ang magiging kwan lang po namin doon, participation is sa pag-evaluate ng documents. Makikita po kasi yung
No, just answer.
Internal-
Sorry,
She's answering, Your Honor.
I
Allow
think
her to
witness,
answer.
let the witness answer,
Okay.
counsel.
Okay, Your Honor.
based po kasi 'di ba doon sa evaluation ng documents, makikita kasi doon na hindi maganda yung internal control, gaya nga po nang nagsabi, kasi hindi naging compliant doon sa joint circular po.
Okay, but is that finding on internal control, is that something that you can find in the notice of disallowances? Notices of disallowance, nakalagay ho ba doon na internal control nyo mahina, dapat baguhin ninyo kasi hindi kayo nagko-comply ng documents. Nakalagay ho ba doon?
Hindi po siya nakalagay na word, pero yun po yung nasa
Conclusion.
recommendation para yung ma-comply nila yung documents, at sa susunod na pwede po bang makahiram ng copy ng AOM para lang po may ipon ako.
Kindly
Well,
show
yeah.
notice of disallowance or AUM?
No,
Sir.
I'm referring to the MDs, Miss Witness.
The notice of disallowance.
Yes, Your
Ano po
Honor.
ba yung
Ang tanong ko lang, simple lang ho yung tanong ko. Nandun ho ba sa findings ninyo? Okay, ikaklaro ko, Your Honor. Nakalagay ho ba dun sa findings ninyo, very specific na to, na, uy, OVP, mahina yung internal control nyo, kaya dinidisallow namin itong expense na to.
Hindi po siya nakalagay doon na mahina yung internal control. Pero dahil nga po hindi naging compliant with the joint circular, nare-reflect po doon na may kakulangan sa internal control.
So in short, hindi ho nakalagay doon yung internal control. Yun lang ho itong tanong ko, Sailin, no? Okay. Yun bang si ICFAO, nagkandak ho ba ng fieldwork sa satellite offices ng OVP? Pumunta ho ba kayo doon?
Ay, glaze lang po kami sa
Sa
documents.
dokumento lang talaga, no? How about sa DepEd? Pumunta ho ba kayo sa tanggapan ng DepEd?
Hindi po. Based lang po sa submissions nila na
Okay.
documents.
Syempre, hindi ho kayo, wait, ito question lang ho to, no? Out of curiosity, no? Nakapag-observe po ba kayo ng confidential operations ng OVP?
Gaya nga po nung nasabi ko, we base lang po sa documents
Sa
na
document
submit
lang
sa
po,
amin.
no? How about sa DepEd po?
Ganon din po. Base lang po dun
Base
sa
lang sa-
documents na na-receive namin.
Okay. Okay, salamat. So, sinabi mo, okay, as mentioned earlier, no, may dalawang notices na tayo of disallowance. Okay. Yung first notice natin, yung December 2022, yung fourth quarter, aware naman ho kayo na na-appeal ho yun sa Commission Proper, no?
Yes po, na-furnishan po kami nung petition for review.
Oo, kasi signatory ka dun sa answer na final ng ICFAO.
Opo.
Alright. And on April 10, the Commission Proper issued a decision. Tama?
Opo.
And then nag-file ho yung respondent doon, no, si respondent Vice President, ng motion for reconsideration. Sinabi niyo kahapon?
Opo, na-furnishan po kami ng ang office namin.
Okay. So yung motion for reconsideration ngayon, pending pa ho yun? Walang resolution?
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, wala pa po. Kasi, opo.
Okay. Go ahead. Kasi wala ka pang nare-receive na resolution.
Usually po kasi pag may decision na furnishan yung office namin,
Okay.
wala pa pong na-furnish sa amin.
Okay. So, sa inyo pong palagay, no? Based ho sa inyong karanasan as auditor, no? The Supreme Court may affirm, modify, or reverse the COA decision.
Pwede pong pakiulit. Hindi po.
Okay, sige. Base sa inyong karanasan, kasi 12 years na ho kayong auditor, no? Yung mga ina-appeal pong ganito, halimbawa, nag-appeal ho si respondent, vice president doon sa Supreme Court, pwede hong i-affirm, you know what affirm is? Pwede hong modify, baguhin, at pwede hong modify, meaning may pagbabago, at i-reverse, baliktarin yung COA decision. No, yun po yung mga posibilidad pag nag-appeal ho tayo sa Supreme Court.
Sa
Your Honor,
pagka...
please, the question is misleading. Counsel is misleading because that is not what the law is. There is no such thing as appeal to the Supreme Court. There is petition for certiorari on grave abuse, Your Honor.
Yes,
the witness may answer,
I will correct
counsel.
my-
We're
I
not
will specify,
dealing with
Your
strictly
Honor.
legal
Yeah.
matters here. I doubt if she understands the difference between articles, rather Rule 45 and 65 of the rules of
Because
court.
the witness is a layman.
If she
Your
if she knows, whatever you know, Silene, in relation to the question.
Yung sa pagkakaalam ko lang po, fina-file po sa Supreme Court is petition for certiorari.
Yes, okay, ang tanong ko doon is, ang maaring maging output o resulta, no, pwedeng ma-affirm yun ng Supreme Court, pwedeng ma-modify, at pwedeng i-reverse. Yun po yung mga posibilidad. Di po ba?
Your Honor, these are legal remedies.
Witness would not know, counsel. She's not
Witness will not
competent.
know, incompetent.
Move on, counsel.
Okay. Okay, I'll move on, Your Honor. So, punta ako tayo sa second disallowance, no? Notice of disallowance. Yung date po nun, March 31, 2026. Okay? Na-receive ho siya noong April 20, 2026. At sinabi niyo kahapon na may 180 days pa para mag-appeal yung respondent.
Opo,
At kung sino mang nakapangalan doon sa notice na yon.
Opo.
At sinabi niyo ho kahapon na the respondent is well within the reglementary period to file her appeal.
Opo, tama po.
Okay. So in short, yung first and second notices na to, wala pang final and executory dito.
Yung sa final and executory po na yun pong sa
Ay, hindi. Okay. Sige. I will modify my question.
Rephrase, counsel.
Okay. When does a notice of disallowance become final and executory?
yung sa COA ICFAO po kasi once nag-issue kami ng disallowance under the joint circular po kailangan itong i-restore sa book, so magiging part ito ng unliquidated cash advance at ang yung nakalagay po dito is i-restitute na po yung
Okay.
amount.
Kindly listen to my question, ha?
That's her answer,
Ang
Your Honor.
ang question ko ho, when does the notice of disallowance become final and executory? Sa yung answer mo is based dun sa
Base po kasi
sa ND. So pag issue ng ND, final and executory na yon?
hindi po, may demand po to restitute po. Pero yun nga, meron pang remedy which is mag-file po ng appeal sa commission proper.
Okay. So isn't it that a notice of disallowance becomes final and executory upon issuance of a notice of finality of decision? Aware ho kayo niyan kasi nagpa-practice ho kayo sa ICFAO.
Yung notice of finality of decision po.
Okay.
Dun.
So, in fact, can we flash it on the screen, please? That is under item 3.21 of the joint circular. Nakalagay ho, no? If you can go over the item, notice of finality of decision. Nakalagay ho, a written notification that a decision of the Commission on Audit has become final and executory. Agree ba kayo sa definition na yan?
Opo.
Okay. So, in this case, wala pa ho tayong nare-receive na notice of finality of decision.
Wala pa po.
Okay, salamat. Now, tinanong ho kayo kahapon about misappropriation. Nalala niyo under yung 8.3 ng JC.
Hanap.
Sige, go ahead. Just look for it.
Opo.
Okay? So, tinanong ho kayo, no, na you were asked as to when does a prima facie presumption of misappropriation for personal benefit by an accountable officer arise under section or item 8.3 of the JC, no? Anong sagot niyo ho? You equated that with failure to liquidate. Tama ho?
Opo.
Okay. Anong sinabi niyo ho, when we say failure to liquidate, correct me if I'm wrong, sinabi niyo ho, when there is submission of incomplete documents. Yun ang sinabi niyo kahapon. Tama ho ba? Yung pag-intindi ko?
Pwede pong pakiulit.
Okay. Sinabi ho sa inyo kahapon, tinanong ho kayo, when is there failure to liquidate? Sinabi niyo ho, pag may incomplete submission ng documents. there is failure to liquidate. Tama po ba?
Can I clarify po? Baka,
Sige, ulitin ko na lang yung tanong sa'yo ngayon. Kailan ba natin masasabi under 8.3 ng JC that there is a failure to liquidate?
kasi po dito sa OBP,
Mhm.
pag po kasi yung notice of disallowance na issue na, babalik siya as part ng unliquidated cash advance ng SDO.
Okay, so I will stop you there ha, sorry. Kailan mo masasabi na may failure to liquidate? Kapon no sinabi nyo, kahit nag-liquidate, pero may incomplete submission ng documents. Totoo po ba yan? Pinapanindigan nyo o binabago yun yung statement na yan ngayon?
Ang kon ko po dun is yung failure to liquidate is, yun nga po, pag na-ND na siya at naibalik na to sa book. So, may magpo-form part ng unliquidated cash advance. So, lalabas siya na failure to liquidate.
So, okay. Kahit yung reason ng ND is incomplete submission of documents.
Kasi nga po, yung...
Hindi, let's answer me. Para ano lang tayo, no?
Your
Kahit
Honor,
nakalagay-
argumentative already. This witness was asked, what do you mean by failure to liquidate? And she answered.
Kaya nga,
You're not
Can-
arguing with the witness, Your Honor.
Modifier question, counsel.
okay, sinabi nyo that, there's failure to liquidate pag meron ng ND. Okay, so follow-up question, kahit yung ND, yung ground niya is incomplete submission of documents. Meron pa ring failure to liquidate, tama?
Opo, kasi nga, magiging form siya ng unliquidated cash advance
Okay.
ng SDO.
Thank you. Okay. So, dyan sa 8.3, nakita nyo ba may citation ho yan sa gilid? Yung Supreme Court case na Antonio Martinez versus People and Sandigan Bayan, GR number 126413, dated August 20, 1999. Nakita nyo ba yung citation na yan?
Hindi ko po siya nabasa.
Hindi nyo po siya nabasa. Okay. Okay, so do you know that case involves a former OIC and acting mayor of Caloocan City who failed to submit liquidation of his cash advances upon demand by the treasurer?
Ask and answered, Your Honor. This
Hindi
witness
niya alam.
says she does not
She
know
did
this
not
case.
read it, counsel.
Okay, so in short, yung citation dyan sa 8.3, hindi nyo alam yung legal basis kasi hindi nyo nabasa yung Martinez
Ask
case.
and answered, Your Honor.
Okay, hindi.
Asked and answered.
Okay, I will take that as a no, Your Honor. Now, okay. Do you agree that the COA is an independent constitutional commission?
Yes po.
Okay. It was established under Article 9D of the Constitution.
Improper for cross, Your Honor.
Your Honor, she's from COA. So,
Assisting counsel, kindly give the paper that fell. If she knows.
Yeah.
Silene, if you know.
Yes po, COA is an independent body po.
okay. So, in that case, COA should be free from political pressure. Tama? In your own opinion.
COA po is an independent body. Wala po. Opo, independent.
Free dapat siya from legislative inference.
Opo, independent po ang COA.
And free dapat siya from executive control.
Your Honor, please ask and answer.
No, Your Honor.
Independent body. That's what an independent body means.
Your Honor, please,
I'll give
we are
her some
asking
I'll give her
sets
some
of
leeway for
questions.
emphasis, counsel.
Okay, so
Please answer the question, Silene.
Ask
Independent from the executive.
Yes po.
Okay. So, it is important that the COA's findings be solely based on its procedures and evidence. Do you agree with that?
Yes po.
Okay. And any information that is obtained outside, should be verified by appropriate audit procedures. Tama?
Opo.
Your Honor, please, the question is vague. What does
Ask and
counsel
answer,
mean?
Your Honor.
Asked and
Already.
answered, and I know where she's going at.
Yes.
Get to it, counsel.
Okay. And yet, yung second ND po ninyo, inadapt nyo po yung supposed results of investigation dun sa CGGPA hearings. Tama?
Kasi po, ito po,
Hindi, ang tama, yes or no lang po.
Your
Like
Honor, don't answer. The question is misleading. This witness is being asked if she adopted the findings. No, Your Honor. This witness just said that there was an implied, there was an admission by Gina Acosta herself. What findings is she talking about?
Your Honor,
I
please.
think she's referring to the notice of
Yes.
disallowance of March 31, 2026, where it stated in the second paragraph that they, after evaluation and with due consideration of the evidence given during the CGGPA hearings. I think that's what you're leading to, counsel. It's a valid question.
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I was about to quote the findings in the ND had the good counsel not stopped me.
It's a valid
from doing so.
question because they quoted it themselves in the notice of disallowance.
Yes, Your Honor. So, eto bang mga findings ninyo with respect to La Chica? Natanong niyo po ba si La Chica kung totoo ito?
We base lang po sa naging admission under oath ni Miss Gina Acosta dun sa hearing.
Okay. How about si Colonel Nolasco? Tinanong niyo ba kung tama yung mga pinagsasabi about sa kanya no doon sa hearing ng CGGPA?
We base lang po dun sa naging admission under oath ng CGGPA hearings po.
Okay, salamat po. Okay, let's go back to Joint Circular number 2015-001. Now, of course, you admitted earlier that this governs the auditing of confidential funds. And it is the audit guideline followed by COA in auditing confidential funds.
Yes po, ito
Okay.
pong joint circular.
So, under the JC, okay, confidential expenses pertain to surveillance activities in civilian government agencies intended to support the mandate or operations of the agency. Nakalagay po ba yan doon?
Yes po, under 3.9.
The JC also requires liquidation documents of the confidential funds to be submitted to the COA in a sealed envelope. Nakasarado dapat yun. No?
Opo.
Okay. At yung authorized lang na mag-receive nun ay yung state auditor lang na in charge dun sa audit ng confidential funds. Tama po?
Hindi po. Ang nakalagay po is ICFAO receiving.
Okay. ICFAO receiving, no?
Ihanapin ko po yung
Sige
exact
po.
wording.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ang nakalagay po rito, ICFAO authorized receiving staff.
Okay, authorized receiving staff. Hindi po ba yan yung assigned auditor?
Hindi po.
Not necessarily, no? So, yung mga documents na yon are only to be examined by the COA ICFAO. No? Under the JC.
Yes po, yung mga liquidation documents
Okay.
po na sinasubmit.
And yung restriction dun sa JC, no, syempre na-explain po ito sa inyo bilang auditor, they are intended to prevent unauthorized disclosure of confidential information. Tama ho?
Dapat po ingatan namin din yung laman ng mga dokumento na yon.
Okay. And the joint circular likewise requires the security officer to safeguard the confidential information from unauthorized disclosure. Nakita niyo yan sa JC?
Yun po yung nakalagay na definition ng
Okay.
security officer.
And yet, during the COJ hearing, you transmitted documents to the Committee on Justice.
This is requested po through a subpoena po.
Okay, requested through a subpoena, but you admit that you have submitted these documents, no? And the following were submitted to the COJ, no, Committee on Justice. Letter A, confirm na lang po, all submissions of the OVP to the COA concerning the liquidation of the OVP's CF or confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022. Tama?
Ito po ba yung copy?
Yeah. Oh, yan. Sige. We are flashing it on screen and we are providing you a copy of that letter. Sige ho. So, paki-confirm na lang po, no? So, yung sinubmit ho dito sa COJ, all the submissions of the OVP to the COA concerning liquidation of the OVP CF for the fourth quarter of 2022 and the first to third quarter of 2023. Tama, Celine? Okay. Yung next item is all the submissions of the DepEd to the COA concerning the liquidation of the DepEd's CF for the first to third quarter of 2023. Tama?
Opo, tama.
Okay. The third item is all the issuances, resolutions of the COA in relation to the liquidation of the OVPs and DepEd's confidential funds. Tama?
Based po dito sa transmittal, opo.
Okay. And nilagay pa din ho dun sa transmittal ninyo sa page 5, no? Second to the last paragraph on page 5, the letter states, considering that the documents pertain to confidential expenses, we respectfully request that appropriate measures be undertaken to protect the confidentiality of the information. Tama?
Yes po.
Okay. Okay. So, under the JC, no, is the House of Representatives Committee on Justice among the persons authorized to handle the audit of the confidential funds of the OVP and the DepEd?
Gaya nga po ng sabi ko, i-requested po ito through a subpoena po.
Pakisagot lang ho ng tanong ko, no? Authorized ho ba sila to handle the audit? I'm referring to the audit itself, no? I'm not referring to the subpoena. Authorized ho ba si House of Representatives Committee on Justice to handle the audit of confidential funds of the OVP and the DepEd under the JC?
Under the joint circular po, responsibility po ng ICFAO na mag-conduct ng post-audit ng liquidation
Oh.
documents ng confidential intelligence.
Your,
Okay, so
Your Honor, one,
ask and answer, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please.
Yes, Attorney Gapunan.
The admonition of this Honorable Presiding Officer, Your Honor, is to be patient, Your Honor.
Not
In line
admonition, request.
Your Honor, I have been patient, but in line with these continuing questions, first, bringing in the House of Representatives, being in this Senate, Your Honor, we are...
Counsel.
In response to, are we auditing? Your Honor, please, if they're making a point that this witness, that the COA witnesses here, Your Honor, are here to testify because they're scared of the budget for their agency or they're scared of this congressman, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is already beyond
Your Honor,
beyond cross-examining. While this honorable presiding officer has given much leeway, Your Honor, let us confine ourselves to what is precisely the definition of cross-examination is. What was taken up during the rep and what may be relevant. What may be relevant, Your Honor? This is beyond relevance, Your Honor.
Counsel-
This is already immaterial and irrelevant.
The
If they want to show,
Your Honor-
if that is their strategy, if that is their defense, Your Honor, present a witness.
no, it's
Present.
it's not an objection, Attorney Christine. I think it's more of a manifestation, but the presiding officer would ask you to move forward. I think the
Yes,
senator
Your Honor.
judges in the court see your point and
Yep.
where you're going at in
I will.
relation to this. You
Yes.
can move on to your next point. counsel.
Actually, Your Honor, just a quick manifestation. The council is preempting my questions. I will not be asking questions on the budget, Your Honor. That's not the line of my the line or the questions that I will
That's not
ask,
the
Your
point.
Honor.
Your Honor.
Can I continue, Your Honor, please?
Kindly wind
Thank
up with
you.
this point, Attorney
Yes.
Christine.
Okay, so sa sinabi niyo ho, si COA ICFAO lamang ang may karapatan na mag-audit ng confidential funds of the OVP and the DepEd. Tama ho?
Based on the joint circular po, it is the responsibility of the ICFAO po.
Okay, so si House of Representatives, Committee on Justice cannot review the decisions and actions
Excuse me.
taken by the COA.
Excuse me.
Asked and
I think
answered,
the ruling
counsel.
of the
Only
presiding
COA
is to
ICFAO
go
can
to
do
another
it.
point.
This is another point,
Your
Your
Honor,
Honor.
the presiding officer has ruled.
Counsels, please. I would consider it asked and answered. Only COA ICFAO can, and it's quite obvious. We can even take judicial notice of that as part of the law that the House does not have any power nor jurisdiction nor the Senate for that matter, to review the findings of an independent constitutional commission, which under the law she answered to, can only be appealed via petition for certiorari under 45, citing Rule 65 to the Supreme Court. Move on, Counsel.
Okay, I will take that as an answer, Your Honor.
Yes.
I was about to elaborate, but okay, I will take that as an answer.
The court takes judicial notice and knowledge of that, Counsel. Tamo. Per the Senate President, we shall convene session at 4 p.m. We will try to finish with this witness, the cross, redirect, recross, if any, and the interventions of senator judges, so that we can let Silene rest already and be done with her testimony within today, hopefully. Hopefully. So for the information of the senator judges, session will be called at 4 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Attorney Christine?
Your Honor, I'm done with the cross-examination.